Good evening, everybody, and Kansas City Royals fans alike. I'm Sammy Taormina, the projector of the Royals winning the World Series, and we are, and he and his, Be Royal. Yes, indeed. The baseball gods have finally won out, and the Kansas City Royals are officially World Series champions. I'm here with my cohorts here, of course, Anthony.
Hi.
And, of course, we know that this guy here has to owe the city of Kansas City an apology, and, of course, needs to bow down and kiss my royal feet.
What?
And he needs to be royal.
I will take a vow of silence for the first segment, starting now.
So let's look at this team here. The Kansas City Royals. This is a team that was destined to do great things, and now they're World Series champions. You hear me? World Series champions. You had nothing to say. Your Detroit Tigers finished last place this year in the division. Didn't make the playoffs. And by the way, let's look at it here from your perspective here. The Kansas City Royals, let's see, they know how to win. They have a bullpen. And you've been saying all this hypocritical stuff that the Royals are not that good. And look what happened to you. You have no one to blame but yourself. You are stood silence. Give me those glasses. You don't deserve to wear these. You are royal. You need to basically do this. You need to go to Kansas City, Missouri, and be a Kansas City Royals fan. That is you. And you have no one to blame but yourself. You know that? You know that. Who are you?
Can I say my piece?
Sure, go ahead while I bash this guy here.
Okay, go ahead. While you're bashing Ian on a continuous rate, let's just be honest here. Kansas City deserved to win the series. They deserved to win it because, number one, they were the better team. And, the season went the way it went. The reality of it is that, Sam, I can't believe I'm saying this. You projected this since April.
I said this
since April that the Kansas City Royals were going to win the AL Central. Not only did they win the AL Central, they won the American League Championship Series, but they also won the World Series. But if you look at it, it's kind of a testament to the AL Central and how strong the division has been. Because you've had the Tigers being very successful in the Central, and then you have now the Kansas City Royals. So it's a testament. So it's a testament to the AL Central in terms of in terms of having teams that are very strong, in terms of how strong the division really is.
Well, let's look at the Kansas City Royals here.
Even though the Royals did dominate the division this year.
They have a bullpen. They did well. They had hitters. And, of course, they had the right matchup. Taking on team we surrendered to, which is the New York Metropolitans. And
the Mets beat the Cubs, right?
Yes, and the Cubs are still cursed.
Even Steve Bartman was the only hope to save the Cubs, and look what happened.
He didn't show up.
He didn't show up. He's a coward. He's an imbecile for not showing up and supporting his Cubs. That is the personification of a loser who wants nothing more than publicity and who wants to keep humiliating.
He wants to leave. He wants to be left alone, though.
That's
Wait,
bull.
time out.
Oh, he's 5 cents, 5 cents.
Weren't you the one to defend Bartman, and you were the one to go after Bartman?
Yeah.
Now your roles are reversed?
I guess it is.
Now you're defending
you're
Bartman?
finally going to be saying something at the Royals segment.
I'm not talking about that team.
Yes, you will be.
There's no
You got
need.
George Brett. You got the Baby Blue Royals. they're gonna be wearing World Series patches, and you're going like this. Yay! That's you. That is you. You have no one to blame but yourself. Disappoint Eric Hosmer, Lorenzo Cain, Mike Moustakas. And then you have Greg Howland, Wade Davis, and then you're picking up Johnny Quinn at the trade deadline. That was a great move by the Kansas City Royals. Great move. No, you're pretending.
Do you think for next season the Royals dominate?
Oh.
All right. Do you think the Kansas City Royals dominance continues in the AL Central?
No!
Or did the Tigers actually get it back together?
Yeah.
Well, they got a lot of free agents coming up.
Tigers do.
Both teams do.
Okay, yeah.
But Kansas City will continue to dominate the division because of this guy right here. Because this guy's ideology is going to
Is
say...
ideology or is idiocy?
Idiocy is going to say the Kansas City Royals is going to dominate the AL Central again. Now it means the AL Central now goes through Kansas City, not Detroit. Kansas City. You know, and I'm gonna make a request, and I'm gonna email the Kansas City Royals mascot and propose to bring him here on Between Taorminas to meet Ian Weatherspoon.
You want me to retire?
No,
You want me to be
I
done?
want you to meet him.
I will not entertain his audience.
I want you to meet him.
No.
He will come.
No.
Yes, he will.
No.
Yes, he will.
No.
Ian, do you think
Give me
the
those
Tigers
glasses.
bounce back? Ian, do you think Tigers bounce back next year?
I'm a little concerned.
Too old. Give me a reason.
Too much needed improvement in the pitching staff. When you look at the pitching, it takes to win a World Series.
A bullpen.
When you have zero parts, almost zero parts, it's difficult.
Bullpen.
You know, they have some pieces. They got some talent there, but they've got a lot of work to do in the offseason.
Bullpen.
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 And two-fifths of rotation,
They're not that good.
at least two-fifths of rotation.
They're going to be in the South this year. Next year, you just watch. Be royal. Hashtag be royal. Okay, when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about another depressing topic here on Between Taorminas on ONTV.
Make a trip over to the Orion Arts Center to enjoy some family fun and fresh food at the 2015 Lake Orion Farmers Market. Every Wednesday through October 21st from 2 to 7 p.m., local vendors will bring their farm fresh produce, baked goods, and more for the parents while the kids have some fun playing games or making crafts. Remember to come often as vendors change from week to week as new crops come into season. For more information on the Lake Orion Farmers Market or to sign up as a vendor, visit lakeorionfarmersmarket.com.
When I'm in Lake Orion and I want to catch up on sports, I watch Between Taorminas.
Welcome back to the greatest show on earth. Of course, I'm Sammy Taormina, along with my cohorts. Here, Mr. Anthony Taormina.
Hello, how are you?
And, of course, Mr. Ian Albert Weatherspoon.
Go to...
Did you say nothing to me?
No.
Yeah, you did.
I remember the FCC censors.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Hey, let's talk about a team that depresses us all. That's the Lions. Mm-hmm. Hey, but first, let's get a clean break here on the But first, before we talk Lions, of course, let's talk about Jeff Heath.
Who made him the host today?
Let's talk about Jeff Heath.
right.
He caused a vicious hit to a Ricardo Lochte.
That wasn't vicious. That was a clean hit.
It was a clean hit, but do you think a fine's coming from the NFL to this guy?
I hope not, and if they do, the NFL should be ashamed of themselves. That was a clean hit, and you know, it was not a blindside hit as they're trying to view it as. I mean,
God bless Mark Cuban for defending Jeff Heath.
but I mean that was not you saw Jeff coming. That was no blindside hit. The thing is, if anything, that is a good, clean, physical football hit. You know, it's sad that the young man went down. It's sad he got hurt. But that's a good, clean football hit. Those hits are going to happen.
They will happen. It is football.
It is football. I mean, the thing is that, you know, I know Seattle had a right to be mad, but I'm very, very proud of how Jeff handled that situation. Mm-hmm. Jeff handled that with as much class as you can, and I was very, very proud of how he handled that.
Ian Weatherspoon, what's your thoughts on it?
It's an unfortunate.
Unfortunate, he's one of our own.
It's an unfortunate thing that happens in football or in sports.
And it was clean. It was clean.
It's a rough play to begin with. You know, kickoffs are tough. Kickoffs, a lot of people get hurt.
I know.
So they're rough. It's like it's two armies charging at each other.
That's true.
So there's going to be injuries, you know, and it's just tough that you know, you never want to be somebody to hurt somebody, to put a fellow.
That wasn't his intent to hurt anyone.
No. But even he could be a teammate one day down the road, or you know what I mean. You just never want to see a fellow football player or athlete go down, and you don't want to be, you don't want to be if somebody hurt a knee on accident. You don't want to be the cause of that. But it wasn't a dirty play by any means.
No.
Just unfortunate event for Lockett, to be hurt, have surgery, neck, tough. It's tough. It's football.
I'm proud of Jeff. I always will be.
Let's talk about a team that's really, at least Dallas Cowboys are tolerable to watch. Here's a team let's talk about which is not.
No.
Let's talk about a team that's definitely not tolerable to watch, and that is the hopeless, hapless kitty cats.
Before we talk about the Cowboys, let's give credit about the Saints.
Let's give credit to New Orleans Saints first before we talk the Lions. 7 touchdowns by Drew Brees. They're tolerable to watch, despite the fact that they've had a miserable season. You know what I mean? But they're tolerable to watch. Let's talk about a team that's really not tolerable to watch, and that's the Detroit Lions. They were destroyed 45-10 by the Kansas City Chiefs, who came in 2-5. Are you kidding me? 2-5.
Is this another one of Ian's favorite Kansas City moments?
And you look at this team. How are we gonna start this? How?
They're a joke. They are nothing.
I know they are.
They're an embarrassment to the city of Detroit because they are so dysfunctional. They have no idea what they're doing, no business acumen. You can have a car company for 100 years, but the way they run a football team is embarrassing.
I think do you think it's time to clean house?
I think it's time to twist the Ford's arms, and they got to sell. They won't, but they need to. For peace and harmony back into the city of Detroit for its football fans.
The reality of it is you got a 90-year-old woman in charge of a football team. Yeah. Realistically, she's got other things to worry about in her life. You've got then to run a football team.
Does she know how to run a football team?
That's the question.
Hey,
I don't
Bill
think
Davidson's Bill Davidson's widow.
She did a nice job with the Pistons, didn't she?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Shades are coming off.
With the Lions, no hope,
None.
no competition.
None.
You look
No
at
fight.
even.
No effort.
I was watching Family Guy, and Brian Griffin, of course, was being ran by 2 lions.
Is this life lessons from Family Guy here?
And Brian Griffin said, quote, to the Lions, shouldn't you be in Detroit losing games on Thanksgiving? They're going to lose. And the reason why they've lost is because Jim Caldwell's lost control of the team. They have.
I think there's
this
more
is worse
to
than
it.
0-16 and 2. This is
I
worse
think
than
there's
0-16.
more to it. I think that your offensive line is completely terrible.
They're not developed right.
Your defense is not. I mean, the secondary is just bad. Matt Stafford, even though I had been defending him, I'd been defending him in the past. It's
It's time to move on.
Calvin Johnson getting hurt.
I am in
I
favor
feel
of
bad.
trading these people.
But
It's not gonna
you got to
happen.
look at what this
They
team
have talent.
has
It's
drafted.
just that it's
Look at their
inexcusable.
drafts the last 2 years. It has been pathetic. It's been
There's no
terrible.
consistency around this program. There really isn't.
Organization.
It's not a
There's-
program.
Not a program,
It's not an
it's
organization. It's not any of that. It's willy-nilly crap. It's
And you
no
know
rhyme
who
or
should
reason.
You know who should be to blame? Martin Mayhew.
He's beat.
I
done
mean, he
10
was
years ago.
around during
He's
the Matt
done.
Millen era. You
And
remember
Tom
the
Malone
Matt?
was there too.
Tom
Remember-
Lawand.
Yeah, he was there too.
These guys got promotions. Not only did they go 0-16,
Yeah.
they got a promotion.
Yeah, promotion.
That's like my boss coming in and saying, "Hey, listen, we're gonna have to shut our doors, but I want to make you part CEO or part owner here or
How
something."
is that possible?
It's a bit ridiculous.
It is. And look at the Lions fans are suffering.
You know what? There's not going to be a whole lot of Lions fans around if this crap
We'll
continues
see more
because
paper bags.
Or paper bags in the stands.
we should
Or
make a
field.
vow to always wear a paper bag when we discuss Lions, unless they win a playoff game. Then the bags can come off.
That's the problem.
That's the
the
problem.
problem is that
We'll be wearing
these
bags
Lions
forever.
have gotten so cultured to losing. It's like a losing culture in NFL football here in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to come to Detroit because of that losing
They're a
culture.
laughing stock.
They're again 11. Did you see the ESPN commentators say about, oh, it's the Lions. They're playing the Lions. You imagine how humiliating that has to be?
Well, it's their own fault.
I know that, but I'm talking about, the embarrassment, the culture. I mean, if you look at it, starts with ownership.
Mm-hmm.
It has to change.
This is who you need to fire. Matthews.
Fire everyone!
Fire everybody, including the executives who were worked out on the sidelines, including those guys who wore the stupid shirt and ties.
Literally everybody should be fired.
Everybody should be fired.
Completely.
Even the guy who
Everybody.
saved the Lions.
Oh, I'll throw him in the Trevor.
Should they change their name?
Yes.
Should they
The
change?
Detroit losers.
No, if they start over, let's say they started over, they might want to just change their name. New colors,
New colors, new.
because the Lions didn't work.
Oh, unless you can
That
sell the
experiment
team.
is over.
Sell the team.
They've been rebuilding since 1957.
Boy, oh boy, I wish I had that kind of job security. I'll tell you what. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
I'm going to a game this year. I've already gone to a game this year. I'm going to another one.
What game is it?
I'm delusional. I'm going to see the 49ers.
Oh.
Yeah. At least they might win that game. There's that hope. That might be their only game they can win.
I mean, you are
remaining.
where the Lions are playing the bye this week, and you know who they got next?
Yeah, Packers and Lambeau. My sister's going to that one. God bless you, Kara. Good luck.
Oh,
God
she's
bless
taking Tyler?
Kara.
You might as well wear your green and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well. They're a good organization, the Packers.
Yeah, they're, the Lions need to look at getting somebody from.
Two good friends of mine. Jeff Krasinowski supports the Cheeseheads. And of course, another one played girls basketball last year. Sarah Voss supports the Cheeseheads.
Yes.
I can't do
Also,
that.
Will Hudson, Oakland University basketball player from Wisconsin, supports the Packers. Reggie Hamilton supports the Bears.
Ugh. Wouldn't it be nice to have a team you could be proud of supporting?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
In Detroit? Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, if you felt proud, if the three of us could join in together and wear our Detroit football team's colors, it would be something we would all agree
You know what
on.
all three of us need to do? We need to buy the Lions.
Okay.
No,
Um,
I don't have any money.
I don't have much either.
We all need. I'm thinking.
I have about as much as they're worth.
They
but
need this. The Lions need to be saved from the disgrace of Detroit. I would. There's
Do
nothing
you
I
think
can,
Detroit deserves a football team?
there's nothing I can say about.
Do you
the
think
Silver-
Detroit
there's nothing I
deserves
can
a
say about
football
the
team?
Silver Dome because that's gonna be torn down next year. I mean,
I don't know if Detroit deserves a football team. Bottom line is that
whoa.
I am going extreme because I'm not sure if Detroit deserves a football team. I mean, the losing culture is so bad. It's just like it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Why don't you get this group out and move another group into Detroit where there's a winning culture?
Maybe we should have left this team in London
Maybe.
and just got a new team.
Agreed.
The London Lions.
Agreed.
We would be the Detroit.
Maybe the expansion team. Who knows?
The Detroit something.
Look at what the Detroit Shock did.
Yeah. They
What, they moved to Oklahoma?
They moved to Tulsa. Now today they just moved to Dallas. Now they're the Dallas Stars.
Great.
Oh no, not Dallas Stars. Sorry, Dallas
Sam.
Wings. All right, we come back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about Michigan
Or the
football
Pistons.
here on BT. Hello, Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina talking OA Now. In it, we'll talk various stories ranging from the state to Oakland County teams affecting the OAA. Catch us here on OA Now.
Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV.
Hey, this is Mickey York from Fox Sports Detroit. When I want to get the inside scoop on local sports, I watch Between Taorminas or Fox Sports Detroit.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas. Hopefully we could bring some happiness here, especially in the world of the Big Ten Conference where
Michigan got lucky.
got lucky to beat Minnesota to take home the jug.
Looked like they had a coach that never coached a game before.
The better team won, but they played awful.
Their defense gave up
Defense
a
gave
lot
up
of
big plays.
Is that concern for Michigan going into against Ohio State?
You bet.
I don't know about that.
You bet.
Ohio State comes home to Ann Arbor, and it's Ohio State. I don't think this is Minnesota at night at Minnesota against the team that's fired up.
Hey, Michigan State plays Michigan State, but Jabril Peppers has to do everything. You can see what they can do without a backup quarterback, Jake Speed.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Shane Morris would have been the quarterback. I had a nice chat with Scott Bernstein on text, and
Scott Bernstein?
yep,
Scott Bernstein.
Scott Bernstein.
Is that a lawyer?
No.
Scott
What's that lawyer?
Am I prep zone analyst? You're thinking Richard Bernstein.
Richard Bernstein.
But here's what he said. One of those guys has got to go. Either Shane Morris or Alex Malzone's got to go. And Alex Malzone's the fourth-string quarterback on that team.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Morris redshirted. I'm going, what? Why would you redshirt? That's terrible.
Because he's not good.
He's not that good.
He wants to
And-
keep living the college life.
But I'm just
Get a
saying,
chance, hopefully, to play.
I'm saying, what if Morris and Malzone were developed under Mark D'Antonio? That's a whole other story. Because D'Antonio knows how to develop 2, 3-star, 4-star recruits.
Are you saying Jimmy Harbaugh doesn't know how to develop a quarterback?
Jimmy Harbaugh does not know how to develop a quarterback. He doesn't have a quarterback in that system.
That, my friend, is insane.
He does not have a quarterback in that system. He'll get his quarterback next year.
Look what he did with Andrew Luck, Colin Kaepernick, Alex Smith.
He will develop a quarterback next year. Alex Smith played it. Oh, yeah, he did play it 1 year for the 49ers. But he loves 6'5" guys.
True.
He loves those type of kids who are 6'5" or above, and they can do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, the quarterbacks in Michigan's system are not 6'5", and
They're not good.
they're not good.
True.
The only reason why they're winning is because Jabril Peppers is doing everything he can for that team. That is the only reason why they're doing well. Now, you look at teams.
Well, their defense has been good all year, Sam.
defense
until
has been good
now.
all year until the last 2 games.
Yeah.
But let's look at a team that's really been improved, and that's Michigan State. They play in Lincoln this weekend
At night,
at night against Nebraska,
it looks bad.
who looked bad against Purdue. They probably had Tommy Armstrong back. Lost some key weapons. and
They should roll.
they should roll Nebraska.
To get
but
some
it won't
players
be easy.
healthy after the bye week, and they should roll.
Michigan State should win, yes.
And then they play,
Maryland,
and then they play
the Ohio State University, where JT
down
Barrett
in
is
Columbus.
suspended for one game against Minnesota.
I
But
can't wait
Michigan
for that
plays
game.
Penn State that same week. Michigan State plays. So that'll be interesting.
It'll be a heck of a game.
I can't wait for the Michigan State-Ohio State game.
Well,
Cannot wait.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. You know what other thing is interesting? And
Just
you're
tread
gonna be real
water till
happy
you get
about
there. What's that?
Is Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
They look at 3-0 right now.
I was there on opening night. I'll be there tomorrow.
What's your thoughts about Detroit Pistons?
I will say they still can't score,
They can't score.
but there's an atmosphere at the Palace, and what they're doing there is what the Lions should start to do, and that is create a whole new culture. When Gorse took over, he gave Joe D another chance to get it right. He did not. Gorse cleaned house, and he took over, and he hired Stan. And I think they put the right people in place on the business side, on the team side, to be a successful organization and to bring fans back. And you know what? The Palace has been updated time and time again. Gorse put a lot of money into it. And it was a great atmosphere on Wednesday night, on opening night. It was loud. It was fun. It was an exciting game.
I heard it was crazy when they beat Chicago.
I wasn't there for that one. I didn't watch it
The
either.
Pistons are defending and rebounding, which is what you do to win games.
Which is
defend
what
and rebound.
all Detroit basketball teams
It's always
have
been
been built
about
on.
is defending and rebounding. Also, they've got an identity.
They're
That's something the
young.
Lions
They're
don't
young.
have.
Right.
They have
Lions
an
no
identity. Stan Van Gundy's doing a pretty good job so far.
A very legit coach.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's a legit coach. If the Lions need to go out and make a hire like Stan Van Gundy.
Stan Van Gundy, unfortunately for him, he's a season ticket holder of the Lions.
yeah, he's openly been critical
All
of the
right.
Lions.
I thought he was a little smarter than that, but Stan, I don't know what you're thinking, buddy. If you like football, don't pay money to see that crap. Pick another team, man.
But look at what this organization's done. You know, I think they're a year away from being very, very good.
They could make playoffs this year.
They could potentially make the playoffs this year, but I agree they're probably another year away from making a lot of noise. Mm-hmm. You know,
They're a year away.
They're still young. They're very young, which is a good thing too. Andre Drummond's his fourth year in the league. He's 22 years old. That's unbelievable.
He's
KCP
your
is the
heart
same
and
age.
soul. He's your heart and soul of the Pistons. He's your heart and soul. He's the guy you build off of.
You got Reggie Jackson, who's got to prove himself with the long-term deal. He's 25. KCP's 22 or 23, third year in the league, still developing. You know, you plug in guys like
Gundy knows
Marcus
how to
Morris.
develop players. He knows how to.
The question is, can Stan Van Gundy get them over to the next level?
You know what? I think he is
He's
the
been
guy.
successful with Miami, but we'll see. And Orlando.
Yep. I think Stan's the guy, and I think this is the right opportunity for him. You know, he's got control over the roster,
Control the organization.
control on the floor, and he's in a situation where he's got an owner that's just doing everything possible to build a winner. So that's a great position to be in.
Now I think he convinced Tom Gorse, who I bashed in the past, to buy the Lions.
He's honoring Chauncey Billups and Ben Wallace.
That's what I like about that, what he did.
You know what? I know it was rough, you know, and I know there were some growing pains with Tom Gorse, but I think he's been a good owner so far.
He's been a good owner.
We'll see.
But
We'll see.
look-
It's only been 3 games.
Yeah, it's only been 3 games.
games. You got 79 games left to go. You know?
Yeah.
79 games.
Yeah.
And I could see this team possibly still having a losing season, going through another funk.
They could, but as long as they build, and they're learning, and they're growing, and they're establishing for the future.
You know what Stan Van Gundy said today?
Talk to me.
They had a great practice today.
Oh, yeah?
They had a really good practice. Hey, college basketball starting up.
Oh, jeepers, creepers.
All right, guys, we got to head on off for the week.
Okay.
Sam, say your goodbyes.
All right, everybody. Goodbye, everybody, and be Royal, everybody. Be Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Royals.